Okay. Hello.
Hi, I'm so sorry. It kicked me out of Zoom twice.
I couldn't get into our other meeting. I know. It was like, what?
It was weird. I like went on the Zoom and it said, you have no scheduled meetings. And I was like, yeah, I do. So how are you guys tonight?
Good.
Good. Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you? I had to move rooms. I, for some reason, couldn't hear you on my headphones out there. So.
Okay. And you're a guest of
Amy.
Amy. Yay. Well, welcome. I'm excited to share with you tonight. You might get the royal treatment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all right. And I see Hannah is here, but temporarily left her seat. Caitlin, tell me a little bit about you.
I don't know. I'm not doing much. I graduated college last year with a degree in fitness and wellness. But other than that, just working and hope to have a wedding this October. But with everything going on, we may not.
What is the date?
October 17th.
That's awesome. My anniversary is October 21st.
Oh,
I'll pray everything goes well and you'll be able to have this wedding.
Thank you.
So do you have a job using your degree yet?
No.
So what are you currently doing?
I'm working at Wildflower Bread Company.
Okay.
Which is a fabulous restaurant. It's good, good, good.
Yeah.
Did we go there when I was there? Or that's
No,
not
we
the
went
same?
to Eat and Run.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
good restaurant too.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really good. So, okay, Hannah, are you expecting anyone to join in?
I have one girl who said she was definitely coming, and then another that said if she can get off work in time. So I have two people who may pop on a little bit later once they figure it out.
All right.
And I got a thumbs up from somebody, but I don't know if that means I'm coming or thanks for telling me. So I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started if that's okay with you guys, if that's okay with Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So, well, thank you, first of all, for being on. My name is Nancy. I've been in Mary Kay for 25 years. So I started when I was 1, and I'm 26 years old. No, I'm just kidding. But I have to say, dang, these Mary Kay products are good. They're really good. Okay, so just to tell you a little bit about me, I'm a former educator. I taught school for 11 years and really enjoyed it. I have 3 kids. They're older now, but when I started Mary Kay, they were 2 and 4. And I found out 3 weeks after I became a beauty consultant that I was pregnant with our youngest. So I was really active in church. I don't know if you're involved in a church local to you, but I sang in the choir and did solos, and we taught a class for young couples and just did a lot. So we were very, very busy. I enjoyed my job. I wasn't like one of those people that was like, oh, I'm going to use Mary Kay to get out of my job. I liked my job. I enjoyed what I did. I had just been recertified to go into library science and be a media assistant. And I was planning on actually retiring from teaching, and God just had other plans. So it's funny when you have plans, just tell him what they are, because he's going to laugh. So anyways, Mary Kay came into my life at this time, and I really just I didn't really care about Mary Kay. Like, I told the lady I wasn't going to sign up. I didn't know anything about skincare or makeup. I was like the least likely person to do this, Caitlin. I mean, I washed my face with the soft soap by the sink that you wash your hands with. I didn't know what to use. No one had ever taught me about taking good care of my skin. And no offense to my mother, but her mom didn't teach her either. And it was just not ever anything that we even talked about. So I did brown eyeshadow and brown lipstick because it matched if I was going out or going out to dinner or something. I thought, well, that makes sense. Brown and brown, I'm good, right? So never thought about the colors and all those things. All glamour just scared me, so I just played it safe. But I was attracted to the income potential in Mary Kay. And I don't know where you're at right now. I don't know if like Mary Kay is something you would never, ever do in a million years. And that's totally okay if that's where you are, because it's not for everybody. And so I just want to tell you up front, like, I totally respect that. If this isn't for you, I am not going to twist your arm or anything. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story and some facts about the company. And then, you know, you can decide from there, because we do need happy customers too. Deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, right now, like, I think 40% of people have a side hustle in the United States, which is pretty good. It's more than I thought, you know, looking at the number. I was kind of impressed by that. But they say within the next 5 years, 79% of the people will have a side hustle. So there's a lot of people doing other things, whether it's, you know, Mary Kay or Tupperware or Plexus or, you know, whatever, essential oils. There's, you know, something for everybody. So again, this may not be your thing, but a side hustle could be a very rewarding thing, especially with the way things are going in the economy. So it's just kind of something to keep in the back of your mind. For me, I just wanted $50 a week. We were broke. I mean, my husband and I were both teachers. We got paid once a month on the 15th, and we would get paid and we'd pay all of our bills, but then we didn't have anything left, you know, until like the next 29 days later. So I just thought, wow, we were both educated. We had paid to go to school. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we had college degrees. We were like looking for what our next step was. And we were in this world with kids and just lots of activities going on and no money. And I thought there has got to be a better way. Like, I couldn't even go to lunch with a girlfriend if she asked me, because I had zero money. So that's what attracted me to Mary Kay. I actually said yes because of the money. We make half of everything that we sell. So it's a 50% profit. And I don't think there's any other direct sales companies that make 50% all the time. There's some that say you can make up to 50% if you blah, blah, blah. But in Mary Kay, it's 50%, whether you sell one item or 500 items, you're making 50%. So if you sell $100 in Mary Kay, you have $50 in your pocket. And that's what appealed to me, because I thought, okay, I could probably do that. I'm not a salesperson, but I could show you a product and be like, girl, you got to try this. This is good stuff. If I like it, right? And just being honest and excited about like a product that you love. Like, this is my moisturizer. I actually keep it on my desk. It's good on your hands too. Okay. The day cream, you know? Yeah, because I worry about, you know, the back of our hands and stuff. So
Yeah.
anyways, so right now in Mary Kay, I feel like everything is virtual. I haven't done a face-to-face party around my kitchen table since the middle of March. So it seems like a really good time to do something like this, because we're not limited to the people in our local area that could come to our house. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a friend who's in Pennsylvania and she has a friend in Tennessee and she has a friend in Louisiana, they can all get together on a party for you and have like fun and girlfriend time and connect and you know what I mean? And so it's like, it makes it seem like it's more doable. Just, and I don't want to say easier, but I don't know that it's easier. It's just different. But I feel like it's limitless. It's more limitless than just having the people that you know, your neighbors and coworkers come over. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the average party takes about 30 minutes to an hour on Facebook or Zoom, and the hostess usually decides whether she wants to spend 30 minutes or an hour. And the average sales from one of our parties is about $300. So that's $150 for being on your computer screen for an hour, right? That's pretty good. Amy did a party last night for one of her new team members, Caitlin. She sold $1,200 last night.
That's what I heard.
Isn't that insane? I was like, wow. I mean, it's so fun. It's just fun. And it's making other people look good and feel good and get products that they enjoy. So, you know, that's kind of neat. And wow, way to go, Amy, for leading that party, because you're so awesome at just sharing the information. And yes, you are. You really are. You really are. The other thing is, you know, even if you didn't have company average, what if only the parties were $100 a piece? If you did a party and you did 2 parties, you'd still have $100 in your pocket in 2 hours, or an hour if you did a 30-minute party. So that's just really good money. So that appeals to me. And it's just an average. Some are going to be lower, some are going to be higher. We had another girl, Dee Dee Porter, who sold $600 at her debut party. She's also on Amy's team. Amy does really good, by the way.
Yeah, she does.
So, okay. So for me, I was really busy when I started. I don't know, you don't sound like you're in that busy mode. So you might be wondering like why you should do it now. And so my thought would be if you were to do something like Mary Kay, right now you might have a little more time than you would have if you were in a full-time job somewhere or, you know, doing other things. A lot of people are so busy they really don't have time to add something, or they feel like they don't have time to add something to their plate. But this is something you could do in pockets of time throughout your week. And if you get busy or you have a vacation or you have a work project or whatever, you can put it kind of on the back burner and you're the boss. So no one gets upset with you or makes you feel guilty, or, do you know what I mean? Even if you got sick, if you woke up with a headache and just didn't want to go to work, you could take medicine and lay on the couch if you want to, and nobody yells at you and says, why didn't you sell 400 lipsticks? You know, it's your business. So you can do as little or as much as you choose. And I love that flexibility because I think there's freedom in that. I don't like quotas. So there's not any in Mary Kay. The only quotas we have are the ones that we put on ourselves if we have like a deadline or we're working on a goal, and we choose those. So that's kind of neat. The only requirement, Caitlin, to do Mary Kay, this surprises a lot of people, is that you have to place one order once a year. And the order has to be like $225. But I bet Amy could show you the catalog today and you could probably pick out $225 for yourself without selling anything, right? Not hard at all. So when I started, I wanted to be like the people that had like shared the opportunity with me. I felt like they had more options, they had more freedom, they seemed to have more fun, where I felt like I was really limited to going to work and then going home and going to work and going home. And there wasn't really anything fun for me. So another thing that I enjoyed about Mary Kay is that it gave me something to call my own. And I really, truly had no idea that it was going to end up being a full-time business for me. I literally told the lady I wasn't going to sell Mary Kay about 3 times. And then once I sat down and listened to everything, I was impressed with what the company had to offer. I mean, first of all, the 50% is really, really great. The limited amount of time is wonderful. The flexibility is great. But they also recognize us for our successes and for the things that we do. So one of the things, like Amy just won a smart TV for her house. Like, what?
That's awesome.
And I've won a Kate Spade handbag. Her daughter Whitney just won a Kate Spade handbag, and Kendra Scott earrings for becoming a sales director. So that's awesome.
What did you just get, Nancy?
The car. Are you talking about the car? We just won our pink Cadillac. So exciting. I've earned 10 cars, and that is just crazy to think about. Like, I thought I would never be the girl to win a car. But, you know, like washing my face with soft soap, I mean, really, you know, brown eyeshadow, brown lipstick, and I've won 10 cars over the years. So it has been such a blessing to me and my family. But we do get to win fun stuff. And even if it's just a necklace or a pair of earrings, it's fun to get something and be recognized for your effort. Because a lot of women don't get a round of applause when they put the pot roast on the kitchen table for dinner. Or, you know what I mean? You clean the house and no one cares. They're just going to come and put their stuff all over the kitchen anyway. So, you know, it's fun to be recognized. And I think that's just in somebody looking at you and going, oh my gosh, you had a $500 party. That's amazing. Like, that's recognition, and it boosts our confidence and our self-esteem. And I think that's really important because a lot of women don't have the self-confidence I think that we should have. I think it's a woman thing. Don't you guys think? Like, we just tend to be our own worst critics. And we look at ourselves and we're like, yeah, I could never do that. Like, she could do that, but I could never do that. And I'm here to tell you, anybody can be successful in Mary Kay. So it's not anything that I've ever done. It's just God through me has worked this business. And so if I can do it, you can do it too. And you could win a car in Mary Kay. You could win a car in Mary Kay. Hannah, you can win a car in Mary Kay. The 3 products that never lose money are alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics. So even in a downturned economy, we don't lose money. We, in fact, have seen an increase since March in our business. We've had more people who've earned cars and earned diamond rings and bumblebees and all kinds of fun things in the last 3 months with this virtual. I think the virtual thing has been amazing and just really well timed. But you don't have to worry about that because no one's going to not wash their face. even if money's tight, you know, they're still going to wash their face, right? You're still going to wash your face, right? Even if you're broke, you're going to wash your face. I mean, it's your face. So, and right now people are experiencing a little bit of what it's like to work from home. A lot of people are being forced to work from home because they're furloughed or what have you. And, you know, just being able to do Zoom meetings or text people and get orders and sales. It's exciting to pick up my phone and have somebody say, oh my gosh, I'm out of my cleanser and my mascara. And I just made, you know, $35 or $40 answering a text. That's exciting to be able to do that. So the other thing is when the product does run out, it's not a one-time buy. Like I love Pampered Chef, but I have my stones and I have my knives and I don't need any more. So that consultant has to totally go find new customers all the time. And I didn't want to do something that I was going to have to always find new customers. I thought if I could just get 10 people to buy from me, I would give them such great customer service that when they ran out, they'd come to me and I would give them that, you know, great customer service, give them a free gift with purchase or whatever. But it's fun to get those reorders and it can be quite lucrative, right? Yes. So people, I think, love the choices and the freedom that we have in Mary Kay. It could be, you know, whether or not you're working from like a part-time job where you have to leave your family in your house for 25 hours a week, or it could be you're sitting on a Facebook Zoom party for an hour and make the same amount of money. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that's a choice. And I know there's a lot of people who leave their families and do that because they don't see how Mary Kay could be a benefit. But I'm telling you, there are people who are buying skincare and mascara and lipstick and all of it. And so it gives them that option too of not having to go to the store after they get off work to get product, that we as consultants take care of them and provide that for them. And I think that that makes them feel special, more so than going to the mall and finding a different person behind the Sephora counter every time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So some things about our company, we do have all of our products manufactured right here in the US, which I love. We're all right here. Our headquarters is in Dallas, Texas, so that's exciting. And right now, the government asked us, you probably heard, the government asked Mary Kay to make hand sanitizers. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I think it was the beginning of April and the government reached out and asked Mary Kay if we would make hand sanitizers to donate for the first responders and the nurses and doctors and everyone who was working on the front lines of this COVID-19 pandemic. And Mary Kay did, and they donated all of these, just donated them, these hand sanitizers for these workers. And I thought that was incredible. Our company really does a lot to give back. We plant trees for the Arbor Day Foundation. We did a recycling program. We planted over 1 million trees, which is totally great for the environment. We've done like Habitat for Humanity homes, disaster relief efforts, like when Hurricane Matthew came through and, you know, all of those storms. I can't even remember all their names. Maria and all, you know. So, and I'm here in Florida, so I have been through several of them, but that's why I can't remember. But I know that like even I remember when Matthew came through, and I think that's the one that went through and then went into Houston, the Houston area, I want to say. It was somewhere in Texas. And our president, Nathan Moore, was supposed to be on a top trip, all expense paid trip at a 5-star hotel in Hawaii. And instead, he was on a truck in Houston handing out water and supplies to victims of the hurricane. And that just, to me, that in itself is a nutshell of our company because it has such a big heart and it really cares more about the people than making a dollar. So if there's one thing I would want you to know for sure, that would be it. Like, it's an amazing company. It's going to care about you and your family and, you know, what you could gain from being a part of it. And for some people it's a little, and for some people it's a lot. It just depends on what you want. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Most of the time we start your training at home. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to. There's a 90% buyback. We don't have to purchase products to sell, but we do get the choice that we can get inventory if we want to. And there's a 90% buyback on it, Caitlin. So like if you decided, you know what, I'm going to try this and I'm going to buy $1,000 in product to sell. If you sell it, it's equal to $2,000 because we get to buy everything at half price. So that's kind of cool in itself. But if you never sold one thing out of that $1,000 and you could send it back to the company, the most you could lose would be $100. So you could make $2,000, you might lose $100, But you really can't even lose 100 because when you start, they give you a lot of free products as bonuses just to thank you for starting and giving it a try. And it's because they know that women are emotional and we might change our mind or, want an out, or we're worried about the money. And so you really don't have to worry about it. There's like nothing to lose. So we have a lot of women who like the fact that they can try it. If it doesn't work out, you could get out and be right where you are today, like no questions asked. Isn't that good? It's like an assurance, I think, a confidence in that. And it's usually $100 to start, but right now, Mary Kay has an e-start. And so it's $30. That's it. And the $30, you don't get anything in the mail for that, but you become a consultant. And you get a free website, and you get the ability to process people's debit or credit cards free for a year. So it's like a $69 value, and you get everything at half price. You get everything just like you're a consultant, but you don't get like a starter kit. If you chose to get the starter kit, it's $100, and it does come with like trays and mirrors and products and everything you would need to like sit face to face with people and let them try the product, right? But a lot of people aren't doing that right now. So I think the company was really smart to give us this $30 option. My suggestion is for people to do the $30 option and then just get a couple trays and mirrors on their first order, or, order extra product and you'll have it. And so it's kind of, I don't know, I think it saves you money. It's really a better way to start. So that's pretty awesome. And it's a $30 decision. I feel like I spend $30 at Starbucks and and I drink it and that's it. This $30 could actually like change your whole life. I mean, I can't tell you how much Mary Kay has changed mine. So, and it's been a blessing, and I didn't expect it, but I see where I look back that where God has used it to get me in different places or to get me in front of different people, because you never know who he's using you to impact or whose dream is maybe attached to yours even. So it's exciting to think about. I was not the sales type. I had never sold anything before, but like I said, if I like something and I get excited about it, I can share it with you. And if you like it, great, but if you don't, it's okay too. And I think that's the way that we are in Mary Kay. We're not like these people that are like, oh my gosh, you have to have this. And if you get this, then you really have to have this. And we don't want to be that aggressive, like used car salesman kind of vibe, And I didn't know a lot of people either. So I don't know about you, but I had just moved to a new area. I didn't know anybody. So I didn't have friends that I could call on and say, hey girl, can you help me out? Can I borrow your face? Like, I didn't even have that. And my mom, she was like, she didn't even want to support me. She told me that if she was going to buy expensive makeup, she would wear Clinique. And I was like, ouch, okay. Which she didn't even teach me about skincare. She's never used Clinique in her life, So I was like, okay, great. So I learned how to meet people and how to develop customers. And I can teach you that too. And so can Amy. She's really good at that and getting referrals and all. So don't worry if you don't know a lot of people. If you don't have the money, I say that's the real reason why you need to do it, because you could make $600, $1,200, $300 in an hour and then have some extra money for you. What would you do with the extra, even if it's just an extra $100 a week? What would you do with that? That'd be $400 at the end of the month. What would you do with the extra $400?
Save it.
Yeah. What would you save for? Oh, a house?
Yep.
Are you renting right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In an apartment, and I want something bigger.
Yeah. I can relate to that. We lived in an apartment for about a year and a half before we bought this home. And I wanted a yard just so I could have some privacy. Yeah.
One of the main reasons we have a dog, so I feel bad for her not having a yard or anything.
Oh, what kind of dog do you have?
I don't know. We adopted her or rescued her. She definitely has black lab. She might be some type of terrier mix with that.
Huh.
Yeah.
We're dog lovers.
Me too.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so you would save it for a house. That's awesome. I saved when I first started, we had never been on a vacation. So I saved it and surprised my kids with a trip to Disney World, because just being real, our vacations were we went to visit family because we knew that they would let us stay there for free and they would feed us. That was our vacation.
Right.
So I saved money and I surprised my kids with going to Disney, and Mary Kay paid for every penny of it, for our gas, for our food, for our hotel. And that was so fun. And I only did, I mean, seriously, I started at the end of March, and then by May I had the money like set aside and still had money to order with and run my business. So it was just from my profits. And that was really fun to be able to do that. So it could be things in your future like that too. Like if you want to go on a vacation, or you need a new dishwasher for your house, or, you know, whatever, that it gives you those options of choices, money for different things. So I don't know if you might be interested at all, but I would really love to know what you think. Like, what, if you were to do this, what would you be most excited about? Would it be the money? Or would it be the friends, the people, the recognition? What do you think?
Probably the money. Yeah.
That was me.
Money.
Most people say, yeah.
Yeah, I think money's the number one reason. I mean, really, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think would make you a good consultant if you decided to be a consultant?
I don't know. I attempted essential oils like 4 years ago when I got out of high school, and I don't know. Not that I didn't have anybody to sell to, but I didn't feel like I could sell them. But that's also, I think, harder to sell than makeup and cleansing stuff. So
yeah, I could see that. I had friends that tried to get me to do all kinds of other things. And, you know, the Pampered Chef was one, Tupperware was another one. And I love Tupperware, but it's for life. You literally have to run it over in your car to bust a Tupperware bowl. I mean, you know, even my Tupperware lady told me that. So I was like, no, not for me. But I loved the idea of the product washes down the drain and they run out, and then they need another one. Like, that made sense to me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to look at this, you know. So
yesterday afternoon, I was doing a party online for a lady, for a hostess. And while I was doing that, I got a text that somebody needed a new skincare set. So I dropped that off on the way home after work before I came here. So yeah, that happened.
Oh, that's
really
awesome.
often.
How much was the skincare set?
110.
Oh, woo-woo. So 55
That was
bucks.
55. Plus I was making money at the party with the hostess at the same time too. So that wasn't a great party, but it was over 100 for the party. So yeah, another 50.
Gosh.
So.
It's just really good. I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be. I feel like Mary Kay is like this big buffet table, and there's so many ways to make money. It's just up to you on which ways you want to get it, you know? So I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 5, where are you? What's your interest level? 1 being, no, I'm never going to do Mary Kay in a million years. 5 is, girl, let me sign up. Where are you, 1 to 5?
about 3.
3.
I feel like I've sat at a 3 for a while. I don't know. I feel like I don't have the time for it, but also it is, how, like you said, as little as you want to put into it, or as much. So it's, if I have 2 days off, those 2 days are Mary Kay, you know. So.
Oh, you could do a lot with Mary Kay in 2 days. I do it in 15-minute gaps, sister. I work very hard besides Mary Kay.
She does. And Hannah, I know Hannah's not feeling really well, which is why she's not on video, but Hannah works a full-time job, and she was like, literally, I don't know how she does it. She's burning the candle at both ends, but oh, there she is. Okay. You want to take over and tell how much you work, my dear?
Sure, I'll fill in gaps here, but I am full-time as an accounting specialist and special events coordinator for a retina practice. Not only that, my supervisor went out on maternity leave, which means we're a 3-person department. So my job description pretty much tripled. While that tripled, like the exact same time, the day my supervisor went out on maternity leave, I actually submitted for DIQ in Mary Kay, which is probably one of the busiest times I think I've ever had in Mary Kay, which is awesome because it's exciting and fun. But it also means that I was doing that, working an internship that I don't know how in the world I talked myself into, but I was doing that for a while too. So I kind of had this big bubble of things, but I still found time to work my business. And I grew from a team of 3 to a team of like 15 within a matter of 3 months, still having a lot of that going on. So it's totally doable. Like if that gives you any confidence at all, like it can happen in those small pockets of time, like those 15 minutes she was talking about, like it really does work.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope that's encouraging. So don't let that stop you, because there's never going to be the perfect time. There's never going to be, I've never had it to where I feel like, oh, wow, I have all this time. What am I going to do with it? But like, I never say that. But I think that busier people know how to get more done, Caitlin,
That's true.
because we have to. So I think we're good time managers. And I think also that the busier we are, the more people we're in contact with who could be potential clients. So that's something to think about too, So anyways, we would love to have you join Amy's team. If it's something you decided that you wanted to do, we'd love to have you. I wouldn't think about it too much, because you might drive yourself crazy. Should I do it? Should I not do it? If you're leaning at all on trying it, just go for it. I just encourage you to try it, because there really is nothing to lose. It's a $30 decision, which, like I said, if you get Starbucks and buy 2 other people theirs, you're done. So.
Or if your consultant says the order that she's going to deliver tomorrow, she will not charge you for. So it's really, really like you're making $2, because it's a $32 order or a $34 order.
Oh
so
my gosh. Girl, you should so do it. It's such a fun business. I mean, really, if you love the product, it's going to save you money just right there alone in the product, because you'll get all your own products at half price. And I did that for about 3 years, and I didn't even tell anybody I sold it, but I just ordered for me because I love the product. So like once or twice a year I would order, and then like at Christmas time I'd order extra stuff and give it as gifts and then write it off on my taxes. Right. So there's like lots of ways to take advantage of it, but if you think you might want to try it, the only way to know if it's for you or not really is to try. And if it doesn't work out, you can get out. Nobody's mad at you. We love you either way. But at least then you'll know, So, and in the meantime, you get all your products at half price.
Right.
It really is easy to sign up. So if you make the decision that you do want to do it, let Amy know. She can get your information and sign up. An agreement takes like less than 5 minutes to fill out. Or you can
Disclaimer,
do it.
I've never done it in 5 minutes. I guess I'm slow. It takes me 10 to 15, but yeah, it
Really?
should take 5, but I don't know what I do. I never have done it in 5 yet, so.
Are you reading all that stuff?
But you should.
It's like, okay, I know what it says. Yeah. And then, but it's a great company. Amy would be an amazing team leader to have. She's really, really great at what she does. I know you know that already, because it sounds like she's already taking good care of you as a customer. So yeah, she could teach you there too, which would be fabulous. And then I'd get to be your senior director, and we'd all just have fun together. So
We do. We have fun. We have a lot of fun.
So think about it. Talk to Amy. If you have any other, do you have any questions? I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I don't have any questions right now.
Okay, I'm going to encourage you to make a decision, but not take too long.
Okay.
Because it sounds like you've been thinking about it for a while.
Yes.
I mean,
we've talked about it a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
My sister did it. Well, one of my sisters did it, and she did the whole thing where she bought it all and then sent it all back. I want to say my mom sold it when I was younger and wasn't successful with it. My mom sold Pampered Chef too. So it's like, it's all like been in family and stuff. So I know how it usually works. And maybe it's because they weren't successful that I don't necessarily want to do it as bad, but.
But you know what? I taught school and I got out, and nobody goes, oh my gosh, maybe teaching's bad because she's not teaching anymore.
That's true.
It just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? But like Amy's still teaching. She's still in education.
Yeah.
So it's your personal, it's like, what is it going to do for you, or what can you do with it? And everybody's different, I think.
Right.
And I think I've heard some different people. I think we have a really good team. And I think that makes a big difference on just the support and working through and being able to sell. If the person wants to do it, sometimes there's a consultant who just wants to do it for personal use, but if they want to sell, I think we work hard to help that happen for them. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I get that. I appreciate you saying that too, because I understand your hesitation if you had like a mom or a sister and it didn't work out for them. I get that. But I would say that everybody's different, and you probably know different people, and this is such a different time too. with all the virtual stuff. I'm telling you, I have loved it because it's just been a blessing for me and my business, because I know that alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics doesn't lose money. So we've never had a dip in our sales or sharing or anything. So it's exciting. And it's exciting to be a part of a company that really thinks about its people and, does things for us and gives back. I think that makes it easier to stand behind, you know what I mean? And to talk about it with other people. So, but I appreciate your time tonight. I know it went a little bit over, but I thank you for letting me ask questions and for being honest. And I think if you decided you wanted to do it, I think you'd probably do really well. I mean, you have a degree, you already have people skills, you already know a little bit about the product because you're a customer. So, maybe get your feet wet and see what you think. And if not,
I was like, what is the worst thing that could happen? So
exactly. You get your own stuff at half price, But if you want to stay a happy customer, that's okay too. Just let Amy know and we'll work with you either way. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.